The time has finally come to address the problem. Are React content creators evil? Are they terrible people? Today, we're gonna go over why do people hate reaction streamers? I have an okay insight into this, considering what this entire channel is built on. So let's have a look. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it for the first time on this channel. Let's talk about it.
The likes of XQC, Asmongold, Charlie, and Sniper Wolf seem to be the biggest and most heavily criticized reaction streamers. Unfortunately, reaction videos have become such a sorry state that Jason Derulo is doing it without actually watching content.
What? No, I did not know that was a thing. That's really funny. So, are reaction streamers bad? Is reaction content bad? This entire channel is essentially based off of reaction content. The morepat YouTube channel is based off of reaction content. So is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Is there ways that you can do it better? Is there ways that you can do it worse? There's obviously a there's a massive range from a good React streamer versus okay React streamer versus a bad React content creator. There's people that will sit there, replay an entire video, not edit it at all, not provide anything, not provide any transformative content and re-upload it to their own channels. And there are people that will try and do as much commentary on top of it as possible. Now, when it comes to me, I try to provide as much commentary on something as I can. And if I ever fail in this, I want to be called out on it, because I never want to just re-upload someone's video without providing something a little bit new. And when it comes to permission and things like that, I do try my best to always ask for permission before I react to videos. Like, for example, I reacted to a video from this individual right here. I messaged them on Instagram, say, is this okay? They said, yes, thank you for asking. Congrats on your success. But I will admit, I don't do it all the time. Like, for example, this video that I'm looking at right now, Lessons in Meme Culture. I don't ask every single time. I didn't ask to react to this video, but I felt that it was important enough of a topic to talk about on this channel because it pertains to the entire foundation of the YouTube channel to begin with.
And Kwebbelkop is using AI to replace his real human presence.
That's insane.
As such, the biggest criticisms of reaction content is that, 1, the content is lazy. 2,
Sure, I agree with this. I completely agree. I'm gonna be very self-aware in this video. I do think that the majority of streamed reaction content that you re-upload to YouTube channels, for the most part, unless you have an editor doing a lot of work or unless you heavily edit it yourself, it is quite lazy. I will be the first to admit that I think that this YouTube channel has lazier videos than the ones I upload to my main channel, the patterrz YouTube channel. And the main reason that I made this YouTube channel to begin with was to differentiate the lower effort content from the higher effort content. I feel like I put a lot more effort into the content that I put on the patterrz YouTube channel now because they're all, unique ideas that I think of and I try to formulate how I'm going to create them, and they're all highly edited by editors that I pay, and they do a fantastic job. Whereas on this channel, there's a lot less editing. And I actually feel like a React video with less editing is somewhat more cozy to watch, but it all comes down to personal preference. But I will agree, yeah, it's lazy. I agree.
It gets more views and revenue than original videos without the original artist receiving any credit.
Yeah, I mean, that can happen, certainly, in some occasions. I always, in every single one of my reactions, I always put the link to the original video at the top of every single description. And I always encourage in the videos for people to go over to the original creator's channel and subscribe, maybe watch other videos, promote other videos, say that, hey, they uploaded a video like this recently, like for Blue Boy Fins, the I tested unconfirmed Pokemon facts video. I reacted to the first episode that he did where he tested unconfirmed Pokemon facts. And then during that video, at the end, I said something along the lines of, hey, they uploaded another one. And then I linked in the pinned comment, like this was the next one, or they uploaded another video recently. So you can immediately click on their YouTube channel and be like, okay, I saw maybe patterrz react to this one, but there's a new one right here. I can immediately go to the channel and subscribe. So it really depends. More views than the original video. It can be iffy. If you are already a really big content creator and you react to a smaller YouTube channel's video and you upload that, then it is probably going to get more views. However, smaller creators aren't really going to get that much more of a view base than the original video because it wouldn't really make sense. Usually people watch reactions because they like the person that is doing the reaction and they want to watch their streamer give their thoughts on the original video. Yes, if you're a huge content creator, then absolutely, yeah, it will have more views than the original video, but for the most part, I would say it probably not.
And 3, every reaction video is stretched out to maximize ad revenue, which leads to bloated and low quality content, wasting viewers' time.
Sure, that could be the case. You need at least 8 minutes in a video for it to be a mid-roll worthy video, so you can insert mid-roll ads.
However, to understand the world of reactions, first we must define it, as reacting has a long and varied history. A reaction streamer or creator is someone who makes a living from viewing and commenting on other people's work, often whilst recording themselves live. Audiences enjoy reaction content because it delves into current affairs, and they can get a good sense of what's happening, a bit like tabloid magazines.
I think a lot of people just want to watch their streamer. You are definitely taking from the original person. A lot of people just want to watch their streamer, and they wouldn't watch the original video. Otherwise, people just want to watch their creator do their thing. I know personally, I watch a lot of original videos, but if I had the option to watching an original video and watching my streamer watch the video, then I'll probably watch my streamer do it unless they were being really annoying about it.
It goes even further than this, as watching the chat in the bottom corner or reading comments underneath an upload is part of entertainment too, as viewers get to see the reactions of other viewers, giving more value.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. I also think that the chat is a really important part of reaction videos too, because they love seeing it when their streamer says something and then the chat spams keck W's.
React-style entertainment has been around for a long time. Remember when the Fine Bros attempted to trademark React content back in the early
Yeah, that was great.
2000s? Not to mention in traditional media, such as TV broadcasts in Japan, it's super common for hosts to have their faces in a little corner of the screen reacting to everything.
That is so funny. That is great. I don't know where they got that idea from, but they just have a little face in the corner. The React Andes on TV just doesn't make any sense to me, but in Japanese culture, it's just completely normalized.
The more expressive and opinionated a broadcaster is, the more people like them, which mirrors the current online model, and this can be genuinely entertaining if done well. This is why you'll see crowd reactions in sports or comedy settings, because humans are social creatures and want to see what other people are thinking.
Yeah, they also sometimes don't know what to think in certain situations, so they kind of lean on the reactions of other people. So they're like, oh, this is what emotion I'm supposed to feel right now. I'm supposed to be really happy and excited right now. It's like me when I watch any sports and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but people are cheering, so it must be great, and now I'm happy now.
A quick word from today's sponsor, Private
Let's go!
Access. Incognito mode
Is that
is
VPN?
not enough if you want to stay invisible online.
No,
So
it's
all
not.
you need to do is turn on Private Internet Access VPN,
And then you're done.
safe,
You're
and
protected,
secure
baby.
from unwanted attention.
Oh,
I
yeah.
use the VPN every day because it hides my IP address, safeguards my internet connection through an encrypted tunnel, and allows
does
me
those
to
too?
stay anonymous, which is really important to me. Private Internet Access helps me overcome streaming location restrictions by giving
So you could watch any show from any place?
to change my IP address to one of 84 countries to choose from, and all
No,
50
84?
US states.
I didn't know that were that many.
To websites and services that are only available in those locations.
The European mind cannot comprehend this, and we're putting in slander memes into our ad reads. That's awesome. I like that.
Private
That's
Internet
great.
Access has agreed to offer an 83% discount for lessons.
No!
That's
83?
only a little over $2 a month. Plus, you get 4 extra months completely free. All you need
What
to
a
do is
deal!
click the link in the description, and you're on your way to total security, invisibility, and unlimited entertainment. And thank
You don't have to tell me twice. Bam, bam, bam. You see all those tabs I'm opening right there? I'm going to close most of them apart from one, but that's freaking sweet, man.
to Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video.
That's awesome. Yes. Chapter 1, lazy content.
A reaction is extremely boring and relies on the content doing all the work for the streamer.
Sure.
Short-form video
Okay.
especially has seen a glut of grifters taking other people's work and simply plastering their face over it in order to gain views.
I definitely think there's a difference between TikTok reactions and reactions to longer form content where you can actually provide some kind of insight. You see videos like a lawyer reacts to someone doing a crime in a movie, or a fireman reacts to a fireman doing firemen in a movie, or a gun specialist reacts to a sniper scene, or a kung fu professional reacts to someone punching someone else. You see those kind of reactions, and they're specialized, they're informative on the subject matter. So, when you do things like, that's why I did, PokeTuber reacts to, I attempted my first Nuzlocke. And this was the first reaction that I believe that I did on my YouTube channel. And I do them mostly on the second channel now because I wanted to differentiate the content. But again, back in the day, I randomly decided, you know what, let's make a video watching this Jaden Animations Nuzlocke video and, try my best to use my very, I would say, limited Pokemon knowledge to provide a little bit of commentary. I then added skits into it as well, so it was not just Jaden's video that was doing the hard work, and I could add a lot to it to make it my own video as well. And this went really well. This was a big catalyst in my channel doing well, doing better. accumulating in a lot of views, and I would go on to do a lot more reactions as well. And this is generally like a good result from a reaction video, because a lot of people got to see someone else's reaction. Most people that watched my reaction, I would say, had already watched. I attempted my first Pokemon Nuzlocke because it's a rewatchable video, and then decided, okay, I want to see what other people think about this as well. And I say this is successful because while I didn't ask Jaden if I could react to it, because it was the first time I did it, I didn't even think about it. Right after, she commented on the video and she enjoyed it, and I thought, oh, that's really cool. And then we ended up like becoming mutuals on Twitter, and then we ended up meeting in real life, and we've hung out now, and I think she's a wonderful person. And I was able to make friends with that. Like, I was able to make friends with Alpharad as well after I reacted to his video. And now we chat every so often. I think that's freaking sweet. So there is definitely a lot of positives that could come from it. But generally, especially with short form content, there is a lot of the original video doing most of the heavy lifting. If you can't provide any kind of additional commentary on top of it, or there is no niche, there is no reason for you to be watching something, and you are simply watching something because it is popular, then you're just relying on the video to do the heavy lifting yourself without providing much from your own mind.
Jason Derulo is the perfect example of this, as all he does is make a confused face at other people's TikToks, and more egregiously, it appears he just films himself a bunch of times beforehand and slaps it on each clip.
That's fucking crazy. Just pre-filming. Jason Derulo pre-filming reactions and just throwing it on random clips. I can't believe that exists.
Jason Derulo has literally become the worst kind of grifter. He has become the kind of person who blatantly steals other people's content and doesn't even bother to show up for it. This is absolutely ridiculous and insanely greedy, considering
he's valued at $2 billion? What are you doing this for? What is the point? You're not even making money off TikToks? You get like 2 cents off a TikTok.
Already has a multi-million-dollar career. Or, even worse, some are using artificial intelligence to relay exactly what is happening on screen and then call it transformative.
I swear to God, if this is the kind of reaction, like I can word for word guess exactly what this AI is saying in this reaction here. He's like, oh look, so we got some noodle packs, and then we got we're putting the seasoning on the salmon, and then we're gonna looks like we're putting in egg wash, and then we're gonna take the noodles and we're gonna break up those noodles a little bit here, guys, and then we're gonna put the salmon inside of the noodles, and oh, it looks like we're deep frying it. Like that, literally, that's what that commentary would have said. That's not kind of commentary. That's not commentary at all, right?
Feels entirely dystopian. Unfortunately, social media algorithms clearly love these types of videos and push them to the top of the For You page constantly. Dolan Dark simultaneously embraces and satirizes reaction content with his Slop Live videos, holding a mirror to channels that gain millions of views through stretching out boring content reacting to internet drama. By summarizing,
I respect reaction streamers more when they acknowledge that what they're doing is not that difficult. It's a lot easier than most type of video creation. As someone that, makes, I would consider, good videos, and the slop on this channel as well, which is slop that I like making because I like discussing things with you guys, and I like having the chat interaction and the back and forth, and I just think it's cool that I'm able to do this, and I think I'm very lucky to be able to do this for as long as I'm able to. If one day they shut down reaction videos forever on YouTube, then yeah, maybe that would be fine. I kind of hope they don't, because I like doing it and I benefit from it, definitely. But it remains to be seen what will happen.
Long sound bites. You get the point. There's endless copycat accounts making exactly the same style of content with similar titles and thumbnails, reacting because it rakes in millions of views. As a result of this genre's success, there are those who wish to exploit it whilst putting in the least amount of work possible. This makes it easy for creators to pick drama or sketches someone else has made and simply record themselves watching it without any creative input.
I'm terrified of being that person. The last thing I want to be on this YouTube channel is that guy that just sits there and says nothing. I've actually gone through the reaction videos more recently, and I've started kind of deleting the parts of the video that I'm not directly reacting to, so I don't just let something play for a very long period of time without actually saying anything. I've gone through and I'm like, okay, I haven't said anything here. This isn't directly related to my commentary or the story of the video, so let me just remove this or remove this. If I say something that doesn't really matter, then I'll remove that as well. So when I upload the videos, it's generally more concise and more concentrated on the actual reaction. But I'm terrified of being this guy. If I am ever this guy, I need you to call me out. I need you to be like, what the fuck, Daniel? This is a lazy video by even your standards on the Slop channel. What are you doing? Like, this was bad. I need you. If I am that guy that says nothing the entire video and said the only commentary I can make is, whoa, dude, that's crazy. Wow, look at that cat. That's crazy. Then I need you to call me out, okay?
Giving reactions can be one of the laziest forms of entertainment.
I'd rather say too much than too little. Reactions get more views than the original content.
Is being criticized for the first time, however, as it seems like every year there's outcry against those taking others' work and reposting it.
Yeah.
The main defense used by React streamers is that they're giving small channels more views, as long as they're crediting them properly. Unfortunately, once an audience member watches a video, there's very little chance of them going to the effort of seeking out its original uploader and engaging with them.
Yeah, I agree. I think a really good way of reacting to a video is you take chunks, you take segments, so you don't react to the entire video so that they can go and watch the original or the full thing later. Or once you've reacted to a video, as long as it's okay and you have permission to do that. But permission is very important here. Permission is very important. I try to get permission as much as I can. Like I said, I didn't deal with this video, but permission is very important as well. If you have permission, then I guess you just have free reign. You're allowed to do what you want. But what you could do is at the end of the video, you could be like, hey, this video was really good. I encourage you, go subscribe to the channel. You spam the link. You put the link everywhere and then say, look, there is another video. Look at this video. Isn't this video too cool as well? If you want to see more from this person, I would recommend you watch this video now, because I'm not going to watch this video, but you can go over and you can watch this video. I would highly recommend it. And if you recommend another video for someone to watch, and you also make it clear that you yourself will not be reacting to it, then that person watching your reaction is more likely to go over to the original channel and then watch that other video, because they're like, okay, well, I like this video. I think they did a good job making it. Let's watch the other one too.
This brings up issues surrounding fair use. Is it okay for streamers to simply sit down, put on a 90-minute video and react to it without adding much to the table other than some side comments? Can it truly be considered transformative if nothing changes? Many seem to believe it cannot, especially when a person uploads compilations of others' work without adding anything new to the conversation. Jax Films interviewed a bunch of creators who have had their content stolen by
Yeah, I mean, Sniper Wolf videos they're like the bottom of the barrel, I would say.
accounts and received a ton more views than what they'd ever normally get. Jack even makes an example of one of his own videos receiving so many views that if he got the same amount, he'd have made $100,000, and he's already quite
on
a
TikTok
large channel. Imagine the frustration of a smaller channel going through exactly the same thing.
You get $100,000 on TikTok? Or was you referring to a YouTube video? Okay, chapter 3, padded out videos. Now, see, this is also something I'm scared of. I don't want to just sit here and say words and people talk over and over again to achieve nothing. There can be a fear with reaction videos that if you're not talking enough, if you're not extending the runtime of the video enough, and you're not comparing the time code of the video compared to the time code of the reaction. No, you didn't the time code's not long enough. You didn't react hard enough. I mean, when it comes to my reactions, I usually try to cut out silences, so that's going to be longer or going to be short because of that anyway. I understand that this one is also much longer than the original video is because I want to make my side and points very clear, that I do understand that from where I am, I'm a very lucky person to be able to do this. And I'm very happy that a lot of people give me permission to do things like this.
It's more of an issue that social media platforms have created, as they built a system that incentivizes video padding. Gaming has long taught us that humans will always min-max a system they are presented with, even if they don't find it fun, which is exactly what is happening here, and why topics that can be communicated concisely are often drawn out to 8 to 10 minutes in order to maximize ad revenue. Streamers like
when people like Charlie do it, he's always got like a little comment to put in. He's like, this situation is crazier than going down a roller coaster backwards. Then you realize you're actually high as a kite and there's 5 dildos flying towards you.
Sniper Wolf are absolutely famous for padding out their YouTube uploads by simply posting footage from their streams which show them watching TikToks, often without crediting original creators. In fact, most reaction channels are guilty of this fact, whether they put in a lot of effort or—
That's actually funny. I know this video, the He's Finished video. This is from Pyrocynical's Pyro Live channel. His Pyro Live channel, I would say, isn't a reaction channel. This is more of like a commentary and drama channel now.
Oh! We got some spicy drama.
Also, I guess he found an editor for this channel too.
Usually 2 reasons why YouTuber says,
but he just kind of talks about drama. So it's not actually it's not a reaction. The Asmongold video is a reaction, and I don't think the Hassan video is a reaction. He's more so talking about politics. I think Hassan, generally, when he uploads reactions, it's a very cut-up manner. He has editors for his main YouTube channel, and the more lazy, I would say, reaction videos are actually uploaded by people that aren't associated with him. He kind of has this complex of 50 to 100 reaction channels that will take reactions that he does on stream and re-upload them to YouTube. So while he does the reactions on stream, it's not actually him reacting straight up VOD rip of a reaction to YouTube. And I would say generally, Hassan does a lot of political commentary. He's very good at that kind of thing. Whether you agree with what he says or not, he adds a lot. He does talk a lot about this kind of thing.
Or not. It gets to the point where reaction channels are reacting to other reaction channels, reacting to other reaction channels, until social media at large becomes a massive cesspit of reaction content bloating until it inevitably bursts under its own weight.
God, I hope so.
Favorite examples of this is a video by Meat Canyon showing XQC turning into an eye-gobbling goblin, and XQC reacted live to it, taking it extremely well despite it throwing so much shade at him. But furthering the cycle, Papa Meat released a video titled Meat Canyon
This is so dumb.
XQC reacts to tragedy of a reaction streamer, which
This is actually ridiculous. The state of the stream right now is actually ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure they were both reacting in silence to play along with the joke of reacting in silence. Like, that was part of the meme.
like Dolan Duck Slop Live, simultaneously embraces and satirizes the insanity of it all. So not only are reaction streamers padding out their videos to ridiculous lengths, wasting viewers' time, but these paddings are resulting in further reactions, propagating the cycle indefinitely.
I mean, streamers love to react to each other because when a streamer talks about another streamer, the original streamer is going to look at it and they're going to react to it too because they want to give their take, because streamers have egos. I would know this as I have an ego. If anyone talked about me on a stream or a video, I'd be like, ooh, I want to watch that. I want to see it. And then you can do a reaction because people love it when you talk about them. They love it. They want to react to it. They want to watch it. They think it's great content. It's like an infinite cycle of content that never ends. Solutions, if any. Okay.
It would appear
Well, actually, before they start talking about solutions, let me give my idea of what could be a solution. First off, if you upload a video on YouTube, there should be some kind of money sharing feature where if you upload a video and it's reacting to your original video, you immediately link to it, or maybe it becomes like an offshoot of the original video and you split the money with it 50-50. You can technically do that on YouTube already if you're with a network, but for the most part, most people aren't with a network, or at least a network that has access to this feature, so most people can't do it. Their only options when presented with a video that has been re-uploaded of their own content is either to contact the original video owner or to have the video removed. Those are the only two options that you really have, so some kind of way to share revenue between the content creator and the reactor, I guess, would probably be a good solution, first off.
people that make their living simply by reacting to what is happening in front of them have existed for many, many years. However, the world of React streaming specifically seems to be what has led to consistent outcry from those on the internet, leading to levels of hatred that border on obsession.
I also think that the biggest solution is just to ensure that you have permission to do it. If someone doesn't like reaction content and doesn't want you to do it, then don't do it. I've asked people in the past, I was like, hey, can I react to your videos? And they were either said, well, I don't really want you to do that, or something along the lines of, I'd rather you didn't, but I mean, I guess you can. And in both of those situations, I was like, okay, that's fine. If you don't want me to do it, then I won't do it. That's completely okay. For the most part, people seem to want that kind of thing because I think people like seeing what other people think of their work, especially in a real-time thing. The comment section doesn't really work as well for that. When you can see someone's real-time reaction to every single point of a video, if you make a video, every single joke that you put into it, you can see what people think about it in real time to that, then it feels good. I have had my videos reacted to before, and I love it. I think it's awesome. I love seeing what people think in real time to my videos. I think it's fantastic. So just permission is the most important thing to have.
Though whether or not reaction content has actually ruined the internet is difficult to discern, as the idea that it is lazy
and some people don't like it. Some people don't want it.
Given the fact that the algorithms created by social media tech giants seem to push this content to the top implies something else. The idea that our online environment incentivizes certain types of content over others, and as a result, reaction streamers will be here to stay until that changes. I also want to reiterate the fact that there are plenty of reaction content creators out there, whether they be streamers or regular channels,
Germa!
who put effort toward their own work.
Germa mentions!
Outshunned by the bad actors like Jason Derulo. So,
yeah, I mean, you'd see people like SS Sniper Wolf that essentially just upload reaction content and don't do anything else, and they steal the videos, they never ask for permission, and in response to that, people are like, oh, actually, we don't like you anymore because there has been a backlash. Like, you see 45,000 dislikes there. I use the dislike counter. That's an extension for Google Chrome before anyone asks. And then there is a lot of comments that are just like, this person sucks. Like, you're not very good at this. Even when you go onto XQC's reaction of like TikToks and you say, oh, XQC reacting to TikToks, and this is the first thing you see.
Love the stream.
Jesus. Like, I mean, come on. Is that... I think this is on the lower end. And then, of course, you have, like, the comments making fun of him for doing this as well. Like, I love it when XQC reacts to TikToks, spam emoji, and it's just like, this is indeed the funniest TikTok I ever did see. Like, just people making fun of him because they know it's really low effort. It's not very good. But then you have people that are really good at reacting to things, and they do it really well.
What can we do moving forward? Well, from the anecdotal evidence given, it's clear there needs to be a huge change when it comes to fair use laws. They need to be easily enforceable and easily defendable, as at the current moment they seem to be such a grey area on the content creator spectrum, which simply hurts everyone. This would ensure reaction content would not involve stolen work, and proper parties could be credited. Or, as others have asked for many times, we need a system that identifies original uploads of videos and allows content creators to claim a cut of ad revenue, as it is extremely unfair to see someone making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of a video that generates the original artist a pittance. As for the time padding issues incentivizing
Yeah, that definitely happens.
revenue,
There's definitely a problem there.
think? How could
What do you guys think? Well, I understand that this channel is built off of basically the work of others. The most part, I react to videos, and I hope that people will care about what I have to say. But a lot of what makes people click on these videos originally is either they already know me and they want to see what I think about something, or they see that someone is reacting to the thing that they like, and then they want to click on that. And I understand that. I'm very aware of that. And the most important thing I think a React person can do is just get permission. And if the permission is revoked, just say, okay, that's fine. Because you are in a very fortunate position and you are blessed by the grace of others and the hard work and sweat that they put into their work to be able to kind of piggyback off of it a little bit. Consent is important, guys. Remember that.